We're bringing you breaking news. The founder of Muttahida Qaumi Movement, Altaf Hussain, has been charged by the Scotland Yard in incitement speech inquiry for intentionally encouraging or assisting offences. Now, contrary to the Section 44 of the Serious Crime Act 2007. Now, the MQM leader had appeared at the Southwark police station in South London on Thursday for the third time in 4 months to face the police grilling in relation to the incitement speech inquiry. We have reports he will be produced before the Westminster's Magistrates Court, where the charges will be read out to him. The charges were allowed by the Crown Prosecution Services, CPS. We're bringing you breaking news from London. The founder of Muttahida Qaumi Movement, MQM, Altaf Hussain, has been charged by Scotland Yard in the incitement speech inquiry for intentionally encouraging or assisting offences. Now, to talk more on this, we have with us our correspondent Olly Barratt from London, who has joined us live. Now, Olly, the founder of MQM, Altaf Hussain, has been charged by Scotland Yard in incitement speech inquiry for intentionally encouraging or assisting offences. So what are the details?
That is the charge, yes. The Metropolitan Police have announced that 66-year-old Altaf Hussain has indeed been charged with a terrorism offence. In terms of the detail that we have received from the Metropolitan Police, this is a terrorism offence, according to the Metropolitan Police, in connection with a speech made in August 2016. The detail from the Metropolitan Police goes on to say that on the 22nd of August 2016, a speech was published to crowds gathered in Karachi, and the charge suggests that these were words that were likely to be understood by some or all of the members of the public to whom they were published as a direct or indirect encouragement to them to the commission, preparation or instigation of acts of terrorism. And at the time he published them, the charge goes on, intended them to be so encouraged or was reckless as to whether they would be so encouraged. And the police say that this is a charge under Section 1(2) of the Terrorism Act of 2006. The charge is broadly described as encouraging terrorism. So that is the detail that we have from the police with what Altaf Hussain has now been charged with, having initially been arrested by police here in London back in June.
And Olly, has Altaf Hussain been charged with non-bailable offence, as he earlier granted bail after his arrest in June this year?
The charge that Altaf Hussain has been accused of is the charge that I have just told you. There is nothing beyond that from the Metropolitan Police at this time. In terms of what happens next, the Metropolitan Police saying that Altaf Hussain will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court today. That is likely to be largely a procedural hearing at which the charges will be read to him, and we will then have further dates for the hearings for the case to continue through the London court system. So we will likely by the end of today UK time have a little bit more of a sense about when next Altaf Hussain may appear in court. But that is the charge that has been levelled now here in the UK, and what that means is that the Crown Prosecution Service believes that they have had enough evidence presented to them by UK police for that charge to be levelled against Altaf Hussain. As I say, he was initially arrested back in June, but this charge has now been laid down by police here in London today.
And we have information that he will be produced before the Westminster Magistrate Court, where the charges will be read out to him. So the question is, if the charges are read out to him, so is there any chance of a bail this time?
That's very hard to speculate about. That will be something for the court to decide later on. As I say, this is likely to be a short procedural hearing in front of a magistrate at Westminster Magistrates Court. This is a court at which some of the most high-profile initial hearings are heard in cases like this. As I say, likely to be a short procedural hearing. The charges will be read out. Altaf Hussain may be given a brief opportunity, or his legal team may be to respond to them, but there won't be a huge amount of discussion or legal argument in this hearing at Westminster Magistrates Court. But the judge may well have to make a decision at this point about whether Altaf Hussain can be bailed or whether he will remain in custody. We are told by police that Altaf Hussain will appear in court in custody.
Well, thank you very much, Olly, for you. Now, reminding the viewers just joining, the founder of Muttahida Qaumi Movement, MQM, has been charged by the Scotland Yard in incitement speech inquiry for intentionally encouraging or assisting offences contrary to the Section 44 of the Serious Crimes Act 2007. The MQM leader had appeared at the Southwark police station in South London on Thursday for the third time in 4 months to face the police grilling in relation to the incitement speech inquiry. He will be produced before the Westminster Magistrates Court, where the charges will be read out to him. The charges were also allowed by the Crown Prosecution Service. The police announced that the MQM founder has been charged in relation to 16th of August 2016 speech, which was made from London to Karachi, and violence followed as a result of that speech. We'll keep you updated with this story as it develops. For then, it's all for now on Indus News.